This map has every major US city, and we're gonna watch them all kill each other. So I definitely got all the big ones. I also did add like a few smaller cities or like medium-sized cities just to kind of fill up some space. Like I never heard of Minnow, North Dakota, or I don't even know how you say that. But I added them in here just because North Dakota was looking a little bit empty over here. Marquette, Michigan, never heard of that before, but that's here. But every city's starting off with like 120 to 140 about population. I couldn't get them all exactly the same. They've also changed a little bit since we started this, but they're all like similar. I think it'll be pretty fair. And you know what? If you're not from the US or you don't see your city on here, just bet it all on Vegas. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, well, we're in year 14. I'm gonna give them till like year 50 to build their cities up a little bit. I kind of like just spawned them. So I want to make sure they actually get some good stuff before we send them all to war. What I would really like to happen is to have like both of the Portlands duke it out just to kind of like figure out who's the superior one. It always blows me away that we have two Portlands in the US. And they couldn't really be farther away from each other, which is maybe how they justify it. I don't know. Shreveport, Louisiana just blows my mind. That's a crazy name. I think that one is another one that's like a small town that I added in here just because we only really had New Orleans for Louisiana. We needed something else. Texas, I feel like is kind of OP just because they have so many cities. Dallas, Austin, Houston, Amarillo. Oh, I guess Arizona does have 3 cities, and New Mexico has 3 cities. I know Roswell is like super small, but I put it in here anyways because I like aliens. California obviously has a lot of cities, which is gonna be fun to watch because I feel like all these cities unironically hate each other, especially these two. Sacramento and San Francisco definitely have beef. I don't know about Los Angeles and San Diego, who knows? I also know that like these, I live on the West Coast, if you can't guess, but I also know that like Tacoma and Portland, I think have beef. Or no, it's Seattle and Portland, I think have like pretty big beef for some reason. I don't even know why. All right, anyways, let's keep fast forwarding. Okay, year 50, we'll see how this goes. So let's go and grab the spite, the old trusty spite tool. This is totally gonna like make my game freeze up. We have so many. It's already freezing up and I haven't even done half of like the spites I need to do. Okay, I think I got everyone. Let's just do an extra little like sweep just to make sure. And we'll just stop with that. We'll see if the game can handle this. Okay, who do you think has the best chances so far? I mean, as far as population goes, looks like Missoula ended up at like 370. I think they just got a lot of land. Sacramento is like 364, which is kind of crazy. What else is high? Richmond, Virginia is at 368. Freaking like New England area is just doing terrible. New York is like down to 34. I think they really just got squashed between like Rochester and Concord or whatever else is over there. Okay, it's finally starting to die down. All right, I'm super ready for this. Okay, up here, I think Portland is just surrounded. You got Salem coming up from the south. There are constant explosions going on. I'm not sure what that is. Why is everyone exploding? Yeah, Portland, they do have a good amount of armies still, but I think both their neighbors kind of want them dead. So we'll see how long they get to hang on. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho where is their army? Okay, it's here. Battling it out with Bend. Okay, crap. I think San Diego might be one of the first ones to go. They're getting captured by Flagstaff, I think. Or no, it might be LA. But for whatever reason, they have just been doing terrible this whole time. But yeah, I think Los Angeles is coming in to just like finish them all off. Yeah, I think California just all around is doing terrible. San Diego's about to get captured by Los Angeles, but they're not even really doing that well. They're at 115. San Francisco and Sacramento are like kind of getting destroyed by Reno, funny enough, and Eureka, and yeah, like population, I guess population all across the map is dropping really quick. Oh yeah, San Diego just got out, and Cheyenne, Wyoming is almost out. 3, 2, just die already. 1, and they're out. Okay, Portland, Maine is still in. We can still get our battle between the two of them. Augusta, almost out. That's out. Portland's got a ton of land up here. Got like a couple states. Yeah, New York definitely got out. A couple Michigan cities got out. Detroit, I think, got out. So it's just Grand Rapids left. So this is going really quick. Oh, Little Rock is about to get out by Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee over here. We got Omaha just got out, Elko, Louisville, San Francisco. Let's see who is in the lead right now. I'm very curious. This is going so quick. Okay, Billings, Montana looks like they're in the lead, 187. Followed by Tucson, 180. Boise, Idaho, funny enough, 156. Nashville, 153. Houston, 136. Who's doing the worst? Who's on their last legs? Salem, Oregon. Poop, they're down to 1, and I could see them right there. This is their last guy, and it's a literal skeleton, which maybe makes sense for Salem, Oregon. All right, let's see if we can keep Salem alive. This is for Salem. Ah, poop. Portland's still in for now. Seattle actually is expanding quite far. 83 population. They took over like the entirety of Washington and even a bit of Idaho and Montana. And Vegas, let's go, 180. I think they're gonna beat out Los Angeles. Yeah, it's funny, Roswell ended up destroying Albuquerque. It's because they have the aliens on their side. Let's see. Oh, Dallas, Texas, about to get out by, I think, Houston. So Houston kind of controls most of Texas now. Roswell, let's go. Taking over Amarillo. Got some more land out of that. And moving up north, Roswell is actually really killing it right now. All right, so currently in the lead, we got Billings, Montana, which is surprising. Then we got Nashville, Tucson, Houston, and Las Vegas. I'm still rooting for you, Vegas. Then right up there with Vegas, you got Boise, Roswell, Colorado Springs, and New Orleans. Though Boise weirdly has a lot of army, like twice the amount of army that everyone else has, which I guess is not super surprising for Boise. Roswell's like mayor or whatever you want to call it is, his name's Maloney. Malloyne, that's a great name, but it's like a literal child. Yeah, 7 army left, I think, for Jacksonville, and it looks like Nashville's heading down too. So things are not looking too great for all the, like Florida cities. And Miami might be getting invaded. Yeah, they are getting captured, but it's just by like the king and prince of Jacksonville. They don't actually have a military in here. It's just kind of like these two guys. The king's running off. Very Florida man thing to do. Think you can take a whole city over by yourself, armed with nothing but a spear. Okay, Jacksonville down to 17. I don't think they're gonna last very long. Who is this over here? They've got like a pretty decent army. Oh, New Orleans. Or New Orleans? I'll be honest, I don't know how you're supposed to say it. Oh, what the heck? No way. Portland, Maine conquered like the entirety of New England. Look at them. I'm so proud of them. They're probably gonna take Pittsburgh. Their conquest just keeps going. And they're in a great spot too, only having one way to access their like cities here. Okay, Minnow, North Dakota just got out, taken over by Billings. So Billings continues to grow larger. Boise is up to like 230. They might, well, I don't know. I think it seems like the, who's in the lead hasn't really changed too much. Boise, I'm sorry, you guys can probably hear that. There's construction going on outside. Oh, Los Angeles is just hanging on by a small thread. They're like trying to go on the offense right now. What are you guys doing? Okay, I'm really hoping that this stuff that's going on outside doesn't last super long. This is probably super annoying for you guys. Okay, sounds like it's going away. Los Angeles, they tried, but Vegas is just too powerful. But you gotta expect them trying to take over Vegas with like 5 soldiers. Though, I mean, they're fending off the army like pretty well. This guy is slaying out. Like, guy with the bow was going ham, but no, he's dead now, and I think Los Angeles is over. Yep, Los Angeles is out. Vegas has grown even larger. Okay, Fargo, North Dakota. I didn't even know they were still in, but they just died. I thought we got rid of everyone in North Dakota. We're definitely starting to come down to just a lucky few. Jacksonville is out. Miami is currently getting invaded by New Orleans and Nashville. Nashville is huge. 324 population. They're kind of killing it right now. And I think they're gonna take Miami. Dang, that's the end of an empire. Houston was doing so well this whole time. So I think that's the last Texas city out, which is crazy. Got taken over by New Orleans, which feels very random. Nashville is up to 650 now. They have so much land. Billings has also really expanded pretty far, and they have so much land to where they probably could get their population up pretty high. Are they about to take over another one of Boise's cities? Yes, sirree. Yeah, Boise, Eureka, and Seattle are all kind of in bad spots. They're kind of being crushed by two just giants right now, with Vegas to the south of them and then Billings to the east. Tucson might fall to Vegas. I can't tell if this is two cities or just one. Okay, it is two. So they got a little bit more time, but they don't really have like any army. Oh, wait, I think they're kind of pushing back a little bit. RIP Roswell, taken over by the ever-growing New Orleans Empire. Could be the end of Pittsburgh. Like, everyone's fighting over them. You got Nashville's here. Whoever this is, I think this is Knoxville or Charleston. Charleston, my mind's going totally blank. What is WV? Okay, West Virginia. I'm so stupid. Okay, that's an obvious one. Okay, Pittsburgh just got out. Columbus is not looking good. They, I think, are getting taken over by Portland, Maine, but I could be wrong about that. It's funny, Frankfurt was kind of stuck in here. They just kind of escaped up here to the north. They kind of just occupy Michigan now, which honestly is smart. I feel like they're kind of like avoiding everything up here, avoiding the slaughter. Oh, look at this. New Orleans and Nashville are actually starting to clash with each other. And Billings is getting involved too. There's like nothing really separating these big cities anymore. Columbus, Ohio just got out. There's just a few small cities hanging on by a thread. Seattle, Washington is doing terrible at 66. Tucson continues to hold on. They even actually got a little more land from New Orleans. Knoxville, I don't think they'll last too much longer. Frankfurt's still just kind of hanging out up here in the north.
A few moments later.
Oh, actually, Tucson just got out. Seattle is out as well. So Boise's the only city left that's under like 500 population. Oh, Billings actually passed up Nashville. That is very surprising. On the other hand, though, like Portland's pretty much only enemy that they can actually attack is Nashville. So that's, I think, not helping them out very much. I think Portland just really wants to get out of this spot so bad. So they're just going super ham after Nashville. New Orleans also has not been nice to Nashville. They've taken a lot of their land, and obviously Billings is, yeah, even Billings too is mostly going after Nashville. Portland's actually kind of has gotten out of this spot. They did move up into Michigan, so we'll see if they can like continue their conquest through Billings. Billings is just absolutely terrifying now, though. That is it for Boise. So now Vegas can just focus on Billings. And I guess vice versa too, which is a little bit concerning, but I'm hoping that a few different cities will gang up on Billings, because otherwise I think Billings kind of has this in the bag. They do have like just so much population, but their one downside would be that they're in a bad spot, being kind of surrounded by everyone. Okay, after like 30 years, Nashville has been pushed back to just Florida. With 3 population, they're like trying to take back whatever this is over here, but I don't think it's going super well for them. Then New Orleans is probably on their way out as well. They're down to 350. Maine is actually, well, okay, they don't have a ton of population, but they have secured a lot of land. They have like the entirety of the East Coast here. Same thing with Vegas, though I guess Billings did take Oregon and Washington, but Las Vegas did end up kind of securing the entirety of the West Coast for a little bit too. Nashville, no, my baby. Yeah, Nashville's out. Well, at this point, just place bets on who you think is gonna survive the longest. I'm gonna personally vote on, you know what, I'm gonna bet it all on Vegas. I think Portland is obviously the smartest answer, but who knows? I don't know. Weird stuff happens in this game sometimes. I feel like somehow Vegas is gonna survive the longest.
A few moments later.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have bet it all on Vegas, but to be fair, hold up, we'll wait for them to actually die. To be fair, New Orleans was almost first. If Vegas could have just held on for like 30 more seconds, I feel like they would have beat him out. I mean, they still would have lost to Portland, but it would have been at least a little bit better. Okay, that one's out, 1 left, and New Orleans is out. So now we're just waiting on Portland. So I'm just gonna put this in fast forward and I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay, Portland has been pushed back to their home state. So now it's just pretty much a matter of time at this point. I don't think it matters if I become a human at this point, right? I mean, they're gonna die anyways. I don't think I'll be helping them out very much. Why won't you guys die? Down to 27. Where's the army? Where's the military? I need help up here. Hello? Yeah, I mean, I can knock him down. I feel like, I guess just my weapon sucks. I can knock him down easy, but it takes him like 20 hits to get someone. Okay, well, Portland is officially out. So that means Billings, Montana ended up being the winner, ending with 8,700 population. So since we started at year 50, this war went on for 240 years, and we had 66,000 deaths.